Okay, so the warm-up, same with what we've done the past few weeks, but there's one exercise which is going to change a little bit, but I'll explain that when we get to the exercise. So you're going to start with your swivel hips, and then you pigeon stretch, and then you swivel hips again, and then you pigeon stretch.
Can't see, it says on the screen, this meeting is being recorded.
Yeah, so don't worry, none of you lot are on it. It's all going to be focused on me. So if you need to ask anything, you can just drop a message into the little chat thing. But it should be fine. So yeah, 10 swivel hips, a 20-second pigeon stretch, and then you swivel hips again. Then there's a shoulder tap routine, then 10 seal rocks, but I'll go for the shoulder taps when we get to it. So if you just plant yourselves on your mats or on your floor, hands behind your back. Hopefully you can all see me now. It doesn't matter which way you go. If you just try and get your knees all the way down to the floor and then just rotate the other way and then just keep going backwards and forwards. Oh, back's tight today. Let's just do one more each side. So if you're on your right side, if you bring your right leg across the front of your body, stretch your left leg out back, and then you can either just rest down on top of your leg. If you want to put a little bit more weight through your hip, you can kind of come up on. You can press down like you're trying to sit up upright. Plug yourself back down your bum and then go back into the swivel hips again. So on the next one, we'll do the left side on your pigeon. So again, just try and get your knees as close down to the floor as you can. If you're really flexible, you'll be able to keep both butt cheeks down. But I don't know anyone that can do that. And then if you leave your left leg across the front, and then stretch your right leg out back. Okay, if you want to put a little bit more weight through, you can just come up onto your hands and just sink your hips down. Okay, if you slowly come out your pigeon stretch, you want to come onto all fours. If you can, I think Marie, you'll probably have to stay on your knees and do this. The rest of you, curl your toes up. You're going to go into a bear plank. So basically, hands underneath your shoulders, curl your toes. You want to keep your back nice and flat. Lift your knees up off the floor so your knees are hovering, and then you're going to tap your opposite shoulder, and then you're trying to keep your hips and your back as flat as possible. So you've got to be quite quick with your hands. So try and stay nice and steady. Let's do one more. Then you put your knees back down. Stretch your legs out behind. Go into a seal stretch. So if you look up at the ceiling, you'll get it stretching on your abs. If you want to have a little look over each shoulder, you can do. And from there, just lift your hips up. Sit back onto your heels. Little stretch that way, so just leave your arms outstretched. And then rock back into your seal stretch. Or what do they call it in yoga? Upward dog. And then just drop back again. Hips onto your feet. Back into that upward dog, seal stretch, whatever you want to call it. And then one more time, back onto your heels. Okay, then you're going to pop yourselves up, grab your kettlebell, or your dumbbell, whatever you're using. Then you're just going to do 20 swings, and then I'll explain what the workout is. The workout's a little bit complicated, but if you do your 20 swings, just two-handed swings, we've done these for the past couple of weeks. So knees still, hinge at the hips, grab the kettlebell with 2 hands, back between the legs, then just nice and snappy, driving your hips forward. And 20. Okay. Whew. No one's in the waiting room. Perfect. Oh God, I'm boiling already. Okay, so your workout sound, I'm going to make it sound really complicated, but it's not that complicated. You've basically got 4 AMRAPs. So your AMRAP, as many reps or rounds as you can within the time limit. You've got 4 of them that are going to increase in time, and there's a minute's rest in between each one. Okay, so your first one's going to be 3 minutes long. Second one will be 4 minutes. Third one will be 5 minutes. And then your last one will be 6 minutes long. Okay, and you've got a minute rest in between each one. Your exercises are going to roll over into each AMRAP. So the first 3 minutes, you're only doing 2 exercises back to back, but you just keep repeating for the 3 minutes. When you come to the second lot, the 4-minute AMRAP, you're going to do those 2 exercises, but you're adding another exercise on. And then when you go to the third AMRAP, you'll keep those 3 exercises, but you add another exercise on. Okay, it'll make sense once you've been through it. Your first one, so the first 3 minutes, you're going to keep repeating 6 thrusters and 6 goblet squats. Okay, so you do 6 thrusters straight into 6 goblet squats. So for the thrusters, you want to hold onto the kettlebell. You hold onto the kettlebell by the ball, let your thumb and fingers around the handle. Feet roughly shoulder width apart. You want to drop down as low as you can. If you can get this low in the squat, make sure you got your elbows on the inside of your knees. As you're standing up, you want to shoot the kettlebell up overhead. And then drop back down and shoot the kettlebell up overhead. Oh, I need to be really careful with this ceiling. Okay, you've got 6 of those. After you've done the 6 of those, you're just going to keep the kettlebell in the same position, same grip, and then just do 6 squats. Okay, then you're just going to keep repeating that. Get the light on so you can see me a bit better. That's first 3 minutes. So the first 3 minutes, 6 thrusters, 6 squats, keep repeating it for 3 minutes. You've then got a minute rest. The 4-minute AMRAP, your reps are going to increase. So you can do 8 thrusters, 8 squats, and then 8, I think we did these the other week, 8 on each side, be a single arm rows. So for the rows, you want a big wide stance. Start with the kettlebell underneath your shoulder. Try and keep everything still so your back's nice and flat. And then you want to pull the kettlebell back into your hip. Once you've done 8 on one side, you just switch your leg around. Rest your knee over the top of your ankle again. And then again, just row back. Okay, so for the second AMRAP, so the 4-minute one, you can do 8 thrusters, 8 squats, 8 rows on each side, and then keep repeating them for 4 minutes. Okay? You've then got a minute's rest again. And then the next one, the 5-minute AMRAP, you could do your thrusters, your squats, and the rows again, but you've got to add swings onto the end. Okay, but you're going to do 10 reps of everything. So it'll be 10 thrusters, 10 squats, 10 rows on each side, and then 10 swings. Okay? I'm not going to go for the swings, you've just done a load of them. I know you can do swings. You've then got a minute rest, and then you've got your final one, which is 6 minutes, where you're going to do 12 swings. This is the only one that's different. You're going to do 12 swings, and then I'm kind of going to give you, well, in fact, I'm not going to give you a choice, apart from Marie, who I'm going to give a different exercise. You're going to do burpees. So you're going to do 12 swings, 12 burpees, but Marie, do around the body passes instead of burpees. So for the passes, you want to hold onto the kettlebell by the handle, feet shoulder width apart, and just pass the kettlebell around your hips. So you're just creating as big a circle as you can. And then once you've done 12 going one way, you just go switch it, and then do 12 the other way. And then once you've done your 12, you just go back into your swings. So everyone else, If you really hate burpees and you really can't do them, do around the body pass. But I know you can all do them. We'll have no whimpering. If I'm doing the burpees, everyone else is doing the burpees. In the rest periods, I'll explain what the next one is. Okay, so don't worry too much about the last 6 minutes or the 5 minutes. Your first 3 minutes is 6 thrusters, 6 squats. Just keep repeating that for the 3 minutes. Okay, I'll give you a countdown of when you're getting close to 3 minutes. In the minutes rest, I'll tell you what you're doing for your next one. So just keep worrying about each AMRAP as you're doing it rather than too far ahead. Does that make sense? Thumbs up? Yeah, cool. Careful, Shane. You nearly fell over then. I saw that. Okay. So we'll start in 10 seconds. Okay, 5 seconds. So it's 6 thrusters, 6 squats. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So after you've done those 6 thrusters, just go straight into your squats. So you realise how long 3 minutes actually is when you're only doing 2 things. Again, after you've done those squats, just go straight back into your thrusters. Again, just make sure in the squats, keep your feet planted on the floor. Just gone past a minute. It's so hot in there already. So again, if you need to stop, just take a little bit of a rest. Just don't take ages. Might have a little shake out after each little round. Okay, coming up to just over 1 more minute. Should not have done a big shoulder workout yesterday. Oh. 45 seconds left. God. 30 seconds. Last 10 seconds. Last couple of seconds. And relax it. Okay, so you got 1 minute rest. Oh, I can't believe how out of breath I am. You're going to do the thrusters and the squats again, but this time you're going to add on the single arm rows. But your reps are going up to 8. So it'll be 8 thrusters, 8 squats, 8 rows on each side. Okay? Quickly going to get a towel. Okay, so you got 15 seconds. If you get some water, keep trying to take a little bit of water during each rest. Okay, you're going in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So it's 4 minutes, 8 of everything. So again, just go at your own pace. And after you've done those 8 squats, 8 rows on each side. So big wide stance. Get your knee over your ankle. Try to keep everything still apart from your arms. And then think about trying to pull the kettlebell or your dumbbell. Put it back into your hip. So trying to pull up to your chest. Think about trying to pull backwards. Then once you've done your 8 rows, on each side, back into your 8 thrusters. So if you can, you want to try and keep a steady pace all the way through. If you try and be a hero and blast it, you're going to end up blowing up big time. Then nice straight arms overhead. Go once you've done the 8 thrusters, back into your 8 squats. You're just coming up to the last 90 seconds. Well, I was about to do an extra rep then. Again, just try and keep your arms in, or your upper arms in on these rows. And then once you've done your 8, we're just into the last minute. So 1 more minute of this 4. Again, nice straight arms overhead. Quicker you stand out the bottom of your squat, the easier it's going to be on your shoulders. Last 30 seconds. Whew. Last 10. 3, 2, 1, and relax it. Oh. Again, another minute's rest. So this next one, same again, you've got the thrusters, squats, and then the rows, but you're going to add on the swings. So you're going to add on 2-handed swings, and then it's 10 reps of each exercise. Okay, we're going again in, what time are we on? 20 seconds. Oh, it's so hot. Ten seconds. Okay, so back to the thrusters, 10 reps. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So we've got 5 minutes. And then once you've done those 10 thrusters, got 10 squats. Then once you've done your 10 squats, 10 rows on each side. I hope you lot are sweating as much as what I am. And then once you've done your 10 rows each side, you've got 10 two-handed swings. And then once you've done those 10 swings, back into your thrusters. We've just gone under 3 minutes left. So again, try and get nice and low on that squat part of the thrusters. And once you've done your thrusters, back onto the squats. Then once you've done those squats, back onto the rows. So again, 10 on each side for your rows. Then once you've done your rows, you're back onto your 10 swings. And we've got 30 seconds left. So back onto the thrusters. 20 seconds left. and relax it. Whew. Oh boy. Okay, so we've got 1 more minute, or 45 seconds more rest. So this last one, it's 6 minutes, 12 swings, and then 12 burpees. If you're struggling with burpees, that round the body pass. If you do the round the body pass, make sure you're holding onto the corner of the handle. Count the rep every time it comes around the front of the body, but do 12 one way and then 12 the opposite way. Again, once you've done those, go straight back into your swings. I'll alternate, so I'll do 12 swings and 12 burpees, and I'll do 12 swings and then 12 around the body passes, just so everyone knows what you're doing. Okay, you're going in just under 10 seconds. So swings first. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Last 6 minutes. So once you've done your 12 burpees or around the body pass, whew. Oh man. And then once you've done your burpees around the body pass, back into the swings again. Whew. So get nice and snappy with the hips on the swings. And if you're doing those around the body passes, 12 each way. If you're doing the burpees, just do 12. If you want to make the round the body pass a little bit harder, pop your feet together. And you want to try and get a little bit of a swivel with the hips, like you're doing a hula hoop. I've completely lost count, that's got to be about 12. So again, I'll alternate on this one and do burpees. If you want to carry on doing around the body pass, go for it. Oh, I should have looked around the body passes. Oh, my heart rate's through the roof. Just coming up to the last 2 minutes. Okay, if you're doing around the body passes, hold on to the corner. If you want to make it a little bit harder, just pop your feet together. I'm sure some of you should be doing burpees. Or looks like you're doing around the body passes. Okay, we're into the last minute. Oh. Last 30 seconds. That's fine. Whew. And relax it. Oh. Whew. Oh. Oh, I am knackered. How's everyone feeling? Probably thumbs down. Oh. All done, so we'll have a stretch out, and then you're all free to get on with your rest of your weekend, or the start of your weekend. So let me tilt this down so you can see what I'm doing. I don't think I started sweating until the second AMRAP, and now the heavens have opened. I can't stop. Okay, if you pop your, sorry, that way. Pop your chest onto your thighs, and then just grab your heels. Try not to grab your toes, just grab your heels. And you just want to slide your feet away or walk your feet away. But don't let your chest come away. So keep your chest down. And if you think about trying to get your forearms down to the floor, rather than straighten your legs up and then sitting upright, because you're not really doing anything. So grab your heels. Keep your chest on your thighs and just walk your heels away. Try and get your forearms down. And if you can get your legs straight in that position, perfect. If not, don't worry, you should still be getting it right down your hamstrings and your calves. And then if you leave your, let's go left leg in front, do it differently. If you've got bad knees, bring your right foot on the inside of your thighs. If you can, bring your leg around the back. Ooh, tight. So think of it like a hurdle, like you're trying to jump over a hurdle. So again, if you bend your leg at the knee, shift your rib cage over your thigh, and then try and get your forearms down. And then once you've got your forearms down, then try and straighten the leg up. But again, try not to just sit upright. Just keep your forearms down and get your leg as straight as you can. And then if you don't grab your toes, but keep trying to pull your toes back, so flex your foot towards your head. And the second you flex your foot, you'll get it on your calf, and you should feel it a little bit more on your hamstring. If you slowly come out of that, oh, this mat is horrible. Split the legs. So if you go into your straddle position, so split the legs as far as you can. This is one where all the guys struggle with. Clasp your hands together. Start over one leg, and then just bounce yourself across to the other leg, and then just keep working backwards and forwards. Just make sure you keep both your hips or both your butt cheeks on the floor. So trying to hike your hips up and then just try and reach a little bit further on each stretch. So you're trying to go right past your toes. And then if you bring your legs back together, I did it the other way around. So right leg out in front, and then bring your left leg around the back. Again, if you struggle with knees, just bring your foot sits on the inside of your leg. Stretch is exactly the same. And again, bend your right leg at the knee, shift your rib cage over your thigh, try and get your forearms down, and then once you've got your forearms down, then straighten your leg up as much as you can without your chest coming away or coming away from your thigh. And again, just keep flexing your foot, so keep pointing your toes back towards your head. And then if you slowly come out of that one again, leave your right leg in front, pop yourself into a lunge position. So you can have your foot, your left leg flat on the floor. You want to create a box shape, so don't have your leg really far out. Get a nice box with your calf and your thigh. Lift your left leg up, put your left foot up rather, not your left leg. So you should feel that stretching on your quad. If you can't, keep a straight line from your knee all the way through your shoulders, and then just lean forward into it, so let your hips sink forward. But just keep pulling that heel into your bum. And if you slowly come out of that, switch your legs over. So again, just create that box shape. And you want to lift your right foot up, grab your right foot. Okay, if you can feel it pulling on your quads and kind of higher up on your hip, you can probably stay where you are. If you're not really feeling it too much, again, just keep that straight line from your knee, through your hip, up to your shoulder, and then just lean forward into it. And if you slowly come out of that again, then if you come onto all fours, leave your bum stuck up in the air. So leave your hips over your knees, big stretch out for your arms, and then sink your chest down. So think of it like a cat stretch. So you should feel it right down the sides of your back, in between your shoulder blades. Quite a nice stretch for your chest as well, this one. Yeah, if you slowly come out of that, bring your hands back underneath your shoulders, and then just sink your hips down. So if you go into your, I always call it a seal stretch, but upward dog. Yeah, if you want to have a little look over each shoulder, you can do, you might crack your back if you're a little bit tight. But just make sure you're not losing your neck. So keep your shoulders rolled back. If you look up to the ceiling, you should feel it stretching on your abs a little bit. And then from there, if you just bring your toes together, so your toes are touching, put your knees out to the side, sit back onto your heels, and then just stretch out the arms, and then just try and relax down into it. It's quite a nice one just to loosen up the hips and then loosen up your lower back if your lower back's a little bit tight. That's it, guys, all done. Job done.